I don't know how it's already September, but it's here and it's PCOS Awareness Month and I really want to talk about this. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Kother. Welcome, it's so nice to meet you. I'm so excited to share more this month with you guys on things that I've learned over the last few years that has helped regulate my cycles and get pregnant naturally. We're gonna talk about what is PCOS, the symptoms you might get, how you can get tested, blood sugar, cycle syncing, healthy home swaps that you could start doing today. We're gonna talk about sex and low libido and overall hormones. If this is something that interests you, be sure to subscribe down below. And yeah, I'm really excited to dive into all of this. So what is PCOS? PCOS stands for polycystic ovarian syndrome, and it's basically hormonal imbalance in the body. Not everybody that has PCOS have the same exact symptoms. There's definitely a wide range of symptoms, but the main three things that doctors look for are if you have irregular ovulation and basically getting irregular periods or maybe no period at all. Personally, I've been getting periods since I was 12 years old and was told to get on birth control. So for me, I definitely had that symptom and met that criteria. The second one is having high androgen levels, and you can test this by doing blood work. So you can just ask your doctor and to see if they're elevated or not. And this can result into excess amount of body hair in your face and just overall in your body. Sometimes severe acne can also be a sign. The third one is polycystic ovaries or having cysts on your ovaries. You can totally check this by doing an ultrasound. You can ask your doctor to check to see if you have any cysts. Personally, I did deal with this, especially before I was on birth control. Many follicles containing immature eggs can develop within your ovary, and sometimes your ovaries might not work as the way that they should. Of course, there are so many other symptoms that can come up with having hormonal imbalance, but be sure to do testing to figure out if you do have PCOS. Another testing that you can do is the Dutch test. I did this last year and I actually made a video about the experience of taking the test, and it's basically an at-home urine test that you can do, and you do it within 24 hours. You eat certain food, and then afterwards you would mail in your urine sample, and they're able to pick up on your hormones and what's going on with like your cortisol, your progesterone, your estrogen, and it can give you a lot of answers to maybe why you have certain symptoms. For me, I had super high cortisol on my testing, and once I started focusing on blood sugar, has really helped with decreasing my stress levels. The cause for PCOS is not well known, but I think when you focus on your family history, your lifestyle, your hormones, and getting to the root causes of your symptoms can really make a big difference in your PCOS journey. So there are three types of PCOS. The first one is insulin resistant. Insulin resistance is probably the most common. I definitely have this. High insulin levels within our body can interfere with ovulation and can lead to irregular cycles. Symptoms that usually come up with high insulin levels are weight gain, unable to lose weight, acne, and mood swings. And eventually, if you leave this unmanaged, then it can lead to prediabetes or diabetes. I'll be making a whole video just on blood sugar management and what has helped me with balancing my blood sugar. The second one is inflammation based. So let's say you might not be struggling with weight gain, but you have like classic PCOS symptoms. You might fall under the synthetic hormone induced category. You might have food intolerances, exposure to environmental toxins, and just overall having just like a poor diet. You're eating processed foods or highly inflammatory oils. All of this combined can come up as classic PCOS symptoms. The third one is synthetic induced. So let's say you've had regular cycles all the way up until you started taking birth control, for example, and then when you got off the birth control, your period like disappeared. This could be a PCOS synthetic hormone induced. So basically when you're on birth control for a long period of time, it shuts down the communication between the glands and your ovaries, and it could take a lot of work to get that back working up again. Personally, I've struggled with all three, and I'm going to be sharing more on each individual topic on how you can reverse them, but it is totally possible to just have one or more than one, but those are the three types of PCOS. I will be diving more into these topics topics throughout the rest of the month. So make sure to subscribe down below if you have not. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!